mais c'est quoi ces trucs
Hi Michael.
Hello.
Hello. Since when are you a professional arm wrestler?
My first arm wrestling competition was in 1990, so this is my 29th year.
With how many years of practice did you become very famous in the world of arm wrestling?
How long did it take? After that, I won the national championships every year, either right-handed or left-handed, for 10 years. But in 2006 is when I beat Marcio Barboza in a super match. And when I beat Marcio, I think is when, you know, people recognized that I was among the top guys in the world. Yeah.
And has your life changed when you became a professional in arm wrestling?
Really, the only thing you get from it is amazing experiences like this, meeting cool guys like you, traveling the world.
Yes.
And basically every arm wrestling handle that's ever been made, someone will send that to you for free. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, just a normal guy.
Okay. Arm wrestling is very famous in the States.
Okay, so there is a misconception that arm wrestling is real popular in the United States. It's an underground sport.
Yes.
There's a tournament every weekend somewhere among the 50 states, but we hardly get any recognition. I live in a town of probably 35,000 people, and within 30 minutes of where I live, there's probably 100,000 people. Less than 500 people know who I am.
Let's talk about a little the training.
Training.
Training?
Okay.
Yes.
Training's the fun
Most
part of arm
important,
wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about training.
Okay, so over the years, I used to arm wrestle 500 to 1,000 matches a night, 2 to 3 days a week. We'd have a group of 20 plus guys and we would arm wrestle for 4 or 5 hours, just bang and bang and bang. Over the years, I've acquired a lot of injuries, right? So my right arm, when they x-rayed it 9 years ago, said it had over 70 fractures, 7-0, that many fractures, right? So that's as far as my arm straightens. So that's a big difference, right?
Okay.
Like if you lay my arm out,
Okay.
that's it, right? So that's not the problem. Everybody thinks that's the problem. The problem is this. Watching the camera, this is how far this arm comes back. That's how far this one comes back.
This is the maximum for you.
This is it.
Okay.
It will not come back any further. Because of those injuries, I've had to adapt a style of training that is not so much on the table, but more in the gym.
Okay.
So I do a lot of volume. Like I will do each body part once a week, but everything's a circuit. So I do 30 rep sets. So it'll be 5 exercises, 30 reps each set, with wrist rolls, cable pulls, and battle ropes in between each round. So my maximum workout time per day is 15 minutes.
15.
That's all I do. Yeah, and then as soon as I finish, I have this machine that is a 1-inch thick rope that feeds a rope in the machine, kind of like Joseph Levesque, right?
Yeah.
And I sit and I pull this machine like this.
Like this, yeah.
So after I do my 15-minute workout, my forearms and my hands are pumped. And the thing is, it's not, if I'm pumped and you're not pumped, not so good. But if you or I in a one-on-one match, I'm used to training when I'm pumped. Also, if you and I get into a long match, I already know that I can go 100% of my maximum effort for 10 to 15 minutes because I do it every single workout.
Okay.
So when they say go and the match stops, I don't know how long he can go, but I can go for 15 minutes
Yes.
because I do it every day.
Even for the bench or the deadlift?
Okay, so 2 years ago when I was training for my match with, or 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was training for Zlaticher. I was very, very strong, but I was doing deadlift and I tore my lat. 12 days later, I was doing bench press and I tore my pec.
Okay. What's the best bench that you did in your life?
I did a 520 1 rep max.
Your
Now,
maximum to deadlift?
605, which is what, 260?
265.
265.
Okay.
My max squat was 250.
Okay.
Yeah. Decent.
And about all the tendons and ligaments, connective tissue. When you're training, never static, really? Every static?
Yeah, I don't do statics. And I guess it's because, you know, I can't get close. Like a lot of people want to do, I can't get it. So it's really hard to hold weight this far out. You know what I'm saying?
This is the worst,
really
the worst
fucking
angle.
hard.
No, you're very tight.
This is me as tight as I can get, right?
This is the worst angle.
Yeah, so it's not a great angle for me to do static. So
What about pull-up?
like pull-ups.
Pull-up for arm wrestling.
Yeah. No, I don't go all the way. Obviously, I can't straighten out. So it's just more. It's more pumping reps.
You're saying for arm wrestlers, beginner or better arm wrestlers, pull-up maybe a big part of the training.
Okay, I think pull-ups are amazing. To me, your back is your biggest muscle you're going to use because arm wrestling is a tug of war, right? I want to pull you to my side of the table. Now, if your hand and wrist aren't strong enough to support that, obviously it doesn't matter how strong your back is. But if you can do pull-ups with fat grips or anything that's going to work your hand and your wrist at the same time, or like the country crush the spinning handle to do pull-ups, phenomenal.
You talked about your way of training. There are no difference if you're in a routine or if you are preparing a super match or champ.
Always the same.
Always the same.
Now, what I do like to do, so if I'm in the off season, I will keep my weights at a normal range, right?
Yes.
Once I get 6 weeks out from a competition, I will start increasing 5 to 10 pounds each week on every exercise.
And break the size.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many times before the comp did you start? All the
1
training?
week.
1 week?
I don't do shit.
7 days?
Nothing. Like,
Donc, which matches have been the most memorable for you?
my most memorable match. I really miss this guy. Andre Pushkar. Me and Andre had a very good relationship. We were very close, and I thought that our story had a lot of chapters left. I will forever miss that man and hope to see him again one day to finish our story. Right?
The most difficult?
That match.
That match.
Yeah.
The boss.
That was the strongest person I've ever arm wrestled in my life, and I've arm wrestled everyone. I've arm wrestled everyone at every level. And the strongest man I ever arm wrestled was Andre Pushkar in 2017.
Okay. And what about against Simplikov?
Simplikov's strong. The last time I pulled him in 2011, I beat him on Friday. He came back the next day and beat me twice on Saturday. Had that been a one-day event, I could have beat him 1,000 times that day. I have so many injuries that I don't arm wrestle well 2 days back to back. He got me, and then in 2016 we arm wrestled in Vegas. And I really didn't know until like 2 weeks before that match was really happening, so I wasn't really taking it seriously. And he beat me 4-2, which is questionable. I don't think I fouled out match 6, but oh well. I felt like I had a very good chance of winning that match that day. I think I made a couple of mistakes. But so Dennis is a great guy, Dave Chafee's a great guy, everybody, but Andre Pushkar, of my 29 years arm wrestling, the strongest man I've ever arm wrestled in my life.
And for all the beginners who want to get introduced in the world of arm wrestling, what would be some great advice?
My best advice for someone who's beginning to arm wrestle or getting interested in arm wrestling is find a group of guys to arm wrestle with, right? The cool thing is we're a very open community. We're willing to accept anyone. Find somebody who likes arm wrestling and start arm wrestling. Get on the table as much as possible. Now the sport has evolved, and it's not just table time, it's gym work. It's isolated arm wrestling exercises. Do everything. Get with someone who knows how to arm wrestle and just learn how to arm wrestle.
Okay.